Hi guys, in this video I'm going to share a true story of my ex-husband who has been misdiagnosed with schizophrenia when in reality he had a spirit possession. It's very important to watch this video if you, your relatives or your friends has been diagnosed with schizophrenia or other mental issues. I will give you very important guidance how to recognize if it's spirit possession, because I went through this experience with my ex-husband. I know how it's painful to see if your partner or your relatives have mental issues, and it's more painful to see how they're struggling with it for years, especially if they were misdiagnosed and treated wrongly. Some years ago, my ex-husband had a problem with his business and he went into depression. In that time, when he was in depression, something crazy started happening to him. He started losing his memory. Half day he was remembering what he was doing and half day not. Sometimes he was making sounds like an animal and become very negative, aggressive, and it was not possible to live with him. Many times he tried to commit suicide, saying me goodbye and saying that he's going to go on the train or other ways to kill himself, as he hear these negative comments in his head. So when I call the doctor and say what happened to him and all the symptoms, they put him diagnosed schizophrenia and gave him different drugs and antidepressants. At that time, I already was quite spiritual person. I was doing meditation and studied energy healing like Reiki. And I noticed that something strange going on with him, like someone else controlling him. Half day he was normal and the next he was very aggressive and negative, like a completely different person. I noticed that his eyes were not like his eyes, but like someone else sitting there and looking at me. And at night he was make strange sounds like animals, or sometimes speak with different voices. So I really start notice that someone else was living in his body. I start researching on exorcism and spirit possession and find few good books on these topics. And when I start read them, I couldn't believe, because all those symptoms of spirit possession was exactly what was happening to my husband. This particular book, Spirit Release by Sue Ellen, opened my mind and eyes and gave me guidance how I can help my husband. Another good book, Exorcism, that explain all these behaviors and symptoms, and I will link all these books below. I had a little bit about spirit possession before, as it's very popular in Russia. So when people possessed by demonic spirits, they go in church and priest read prayers and they cleanse their body. So my mind was already been opened for that. I have contacted one woman from Spirit Release organization mentioned in that book and invite her to my house to do spirit release on my husband. I was sitting in the room with them, with this woman spirit therapist and my husband, as I want to witness it myself what's going on. She guided him into a meditative relaxing state, and then she started talking to the spirits inside his body. She was asking questions like that, why and where you occupied his body. The spirit was very aggressive and answered even with different voice tone, like wrong place, wrong time, and did a lot of swearing and bad words on this therapist. She said were free spirit occupying his body, and she did some release therapy and did cleansing and healing his aura, and said soon he will be fine. But few days later or week, it's still nothing changed, so he still was the same. I kept searching and trying another spirit release therapist, and was no results. And then I found one guy from America who had the same experience. He was also had spirit possession that completely destroyed his life, but he managed to heal himself, and now he helping and educating people in this area. We didn't have any money at that time, as we already were completely broke, and this guy agreed to help me for free, as I was very devastated and stressed. So he sent me some instructions, and we sent healing to my ex-husband. It took around 4 months for us to see that he was completely clear from any spirits, and he became normal again. So totally it took for me 4 years from the moment he was misdiagnosed with schizophrenia to the moment where I understood that this is spirit possession, and when I found the right therapist to cleanse him. To be honest, these 4 years, it was the most difficult and painful years in my entire life. And it took for me months to sit and record this video, because it took for me months to sit and record this video, because it was very painful to go through these memories again. But I've been guided to record this video and give guidance to other people and open their minds. So I'm going to repeat the symptoms of spirit possession that I witnessed with my ex-husband, that are very similar to mental issues. So first you will notice eyes. Eyes sometimes like a glass, or like someone else's eyes, like someone else looking at you, making animal sounds, memory loss, hearing negative voices in his head, or negative comments like go and do something bad for other people, or go and kill yourself. Very aggressive and negative behavior, and completely changed personality. Sometimes he could say, I feel that it's not me, or I feel as I'm not in control. The symptoms of mental illnesses can be very similar to those of spirit possessions. And unfortunately, doctors don't open their minds about the possibility of spirits, and misdiagnose many people and treated them wrongly for years. You imagine treating people with drugs for many years and further destroying their health, when in reality it's completely different case. And it's so painful to watch if your partner, relatives or friends have mental issues. These possessions by negative spirit only must be treated by highly professional therapists or organizations. I also wanted to mention here the difference between the spirit attachments and spirit possessions, and who are those spirits. Spirit attachment is the presence of the deceased entity or spirit in the aura or energy field of the person. Possession is a more harder case, where a spirit or entity lodged within and live within your body and control your actions and thoughts. Those spirits are lost souls who didn't go to the light after death, and they attached or possess themselves to places or people. They called earthbound spirits. If their death was sudden, traumatic, or violent, then those souls feel lost, shocked, and distressed. And these feelings bind them to the earth and not allowing them to let go. This spirit can attach to your body when you are going through stress time, depression, have illness, or you are in low vibrational places like hospitals or pubs where people drink. If your aura is damaged or weakened by physical illness, surgery, or medication, or you're under big stress or depression, then you have holes or tears in your aura, and then it's much easier for spirit to enter. The attached spirit can cause psychological problem, especially if they've been there for a while. Sometimes just normal exercises will help you to cleanse your body and aura from spirit attachments. In harder cases or in cases with possession, you need to seek help from experienced spirit release therapist or organization. I have reached to 3 spirit release therapists, and only third one was really able to clear and help my husband. So why? I think because some of them was not fully experienced, or the case was very hard, or another possibility that they not clear and seal aura properly, because if you have still have holes and tears in your aura, so for spirits it's easy to enter. So for years I have been searching and learning about this spirit world and spirit attachment, and I've been trained as holistic therapist and all this energy healing. And later I could recognize the symptoms when my clients was in depressed on very low states. I can physically see or sense that they have spirit attachments. The point of this video was to open your mind about the existence of spirit attachments and spirit possessions, because they are very similar to the symptoms of mental illnesses. Later I have learned how to cleanse and protect my aura from these low attachments. Please, if you want to know how to do it, comment in the link below and I will record a video on it. Thanks guys for watching, and please share this video with the people who you think need it.